No one expected what would unfold that night in Seoul. Temperature was mild, the lights of the city were calm, but inside the stadium, the energy was electric. Fans had gathered for Blackpink's second night of the Deadline tour, hoping for another legendary performance. But what they got was something even more layered, something that felt personal, almost too cinematic to be real. Started small. A few whispers online. A blurry photo posted to a Korean community site. The caption? Is that Frédéric Arnault in Seoul? A name instantly recognizable in luxury and fashion circles, but in this context, the speculation felt different. Why now? Why here? And why during Lisa's concert? As that post gained traction, other pieces began to fall into place. Car spotted near the Loro Piana store in Cheongdam. A man, dressed subtly but unmistakably high-end, entering without bodyguards. No press. No official meeting scheduled. No luxury brand rollout planned. But the timing? Identical to Blackpink's concert night. And that's when the narrative shifted. People weren't just talking about the performance anymore. They were zooming in on fan-taken photos, comparing silhouettes, dissecting shopping habits. Lisa Manoban was on stage, lighting up the crowd with a precision that only comes from years of calculated excellence, while somewhere nearby, the man often linked to her in carefully worded headlines was moving in silence. This isn't tabloid fodder. This is tension, storytelling, suspense. Because whether they planned it or not, the proximity of their presence created a storm of speculation, timed perfectly with Lisa's most powerful moment yet. What makes it fascinating is how Lisa herself performed that night. She wasn't just captivating, she was cinematic. Her energy was sharper, her expressions deeper, her movement tighter than usual. As if she knew. As if the crowd didn't just deserve a performance, they deserved a memory. She opened with minimal flash, yet full control. Monochrome outfit, jet black hair pinned back with deliberate symmetry, eyes piercing into the crowd like she had something to prove, but only to herself. The way she took up space on stage wasn't about volume. It was about gravity. Everything else orbited her. During her solo section, something changed. The music slowed, the stage dimmed, and her silhouette became the only visible thing. She performed a slowed-down version of Money, stripped of its usual bravado and rebuilt into something moody and magnetic. She wasn't shouting wealth. She was owning power. And every beat of it felt like a message. Meanwhile, online searches surged. Not just for Lisa performance Goyang, but also Lisa Blackpink Frédéric Seoul, Loro Piana Seoul July, and CEO spotted in Korea. It wasn't just K-pop fans talking. Luxury analysts, fashion insiders, and even entertainment business blogs started running speculative lines. 'Cause when two worlds as exclusive as luxury fashion and global pop stardom brush against each other, people notice. But Lisa? She didn't flinch. Not once. If she was aware of the whispers, and let's be honest, she absolutely was, she didn't let it show. Or maybe she did, just not in the way most people would. 'Cause sometimes elegance isn't in the silence. It's in the calculation. Her whistle rap returned for day 2, and this time it hit harder. Not because it was louder, but because of what surrounded it. The way she paced before delivering the line. The way the LED backdrop flickered like static before going pitch black. The way the crowd fell completely silent, as if they too understood that this wasn't just a verse. This was a moment. One that felt like it was happening to all of us at the same time. Even if you didn't believe the speculation, the facts were there. Lisa was the most searched Blackpink member that night. Her solo fan cams generated more views than the group's full stage videos. Korean media outlets shifted their headlines mid-show to focus on her, not the group. Western entertainment Twitter circles, often hard to impress, started throwing around phrases like solo domination, she's next, and watch her. The interesting thing is, Lisa didn't say a word about the rumors. Neither did Frédéric. That's what made it work. The silence became the soundtrack. And the audience filled in the blanks themselves. It's worth noting, this isn't the first time their timelines have overlapped. But it's the first time the atmosphere felt so charged. No paparazzi. No PR confirmation. Just a convergence of two worlds that seemingly weren't trying to intersect, but couldn't help doing so. And Lisa? She danced through it. Controlled it. Molded the narrative with nothing but body language, facial expression, and the kind of timing only a true performer understands. At one point during her solo set, she paused. No music. No movement. Just a stare into the distance, almost directly toward the exit tunnels where VIPs often come and go unnoticed. It lasted less than 2 seconds. But in an age where frames are replayed endlessly, those 2 seconds became a headline. People began asking, was it just a coincidence? A crafted performance moment? Or something deeper? Something unseen? That's the genius of it all. Lisa lets you ask the questions but never gives you the answers. She builds a house with no doors. Just windows. Just enough for you to look in and get lost. And from a branding perspective, it's brilliant. 'Cause this isn't scandal bait. It's brand elevation. A performance becomes more than a show, it becomes a chapter in a living myth. A whisper becomes a wave. And all she had to do was dance. The Loro Piana visit by Frédéric Arnault hasn't been officially linked to Blackpink or Lisa in any formal way. And yet, try finding someone who doesn't believe there's a deeper layer. Try finding a fan who didn't feel that extra buzz the moment Lisa stepped on stage. It's not about confirmation. It's about connection. And here's what's important. Nothing in Lisa's performance felt forced. Felt rehearsed, yes, but not artificial. Like someone who'd prepared not just her set list, but her atmosphere. Like she wasn't just performing songs, she was building tension. This is how she moves during speculation. Imagine how she'll move during a confirmed era. We're witnessing something rare. A global idol whose fame doesn't feel accidental. Who's not burning bright fast, but steadily raising the temperature. The Lisa effect is no longer just about numbers. It's about timing, strategy, composition. Because when you zoom out, this moment, July in Seoul, might be remembered as more than just a tour stop. It might be remembered as a shift. Not just in Lisa's career, but in how celebrity itself is orchestrated. Because in hindsight, it's never just about where she performed, it's about what shifted in the air when she did. Seoul wasn't just a location on the tour map. It became the focal point of a global conversation. Crossroads where music, luxury, digital culture, and personal myth all collided in one evening. Lisa didn't just deliver choreography, she delivered symbolism. And with every slow-motion replay, every trending hashtag, every brand recalibrating its calendar around her, the message was clear. We're not just witnessing an artist grow. We're watching a paradigm evolve. A new rhythm of relevance. A different standard of celebrity, crafted quietly, performed confidently, and sustained intentionally. Lisa didn't follow the playbook. She burned it. And from the embers, she built her own lane, one that others will try to trace but never replicate. 'Cause once the spotlight shifts from noise to nuance, there's no going back. And if Frédéric Arnault's presence in Seoul was unrelated, then so be it. But even then, the buzz was real. Proximity to Lisa's world mattered. The headlines happened. The search spikes existed. And Lisa? She never blinked. She kept moving, kept performing, kept building. And now, so many are watching not just what she'll do next, but how. Because when Lisa turns the spotlight into a compass, the world follows. And if you're still watching, still asking, still craving whatever happens next, then hit like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. You're not just witnessing a moment, you're becoming part of the movement. Lisa Blackpink isn't just making headlines. She's designing them. And tonight, you just stepped into her storyboard.